Drama Alert Nation. I am your host, Jack, and this is Adam.
Let's get right into the news.
Today we have a breaking news story. Research at Stanford University has discovered a new disease that is affecting more and more people every day across the world. The disease is colloquially called Fortnitis, a disease that affects receptors of the brain while playing the increasingly popular game, Fortnite.
The research concluded that the current estimate of over 3.4 million people are already affected by the disease, simply by playing the game. There has been no connection between an increased risk based on the console a person uses.
Many of the afflicted have been identified with common symptoms such as extreme rage, your palms are sweaty, knees weak, and arms are heavy. Right now, it is believed that a person's chances of contracting the symptoms increase every time they open the game. Right now, we will show you a clip of a popular streamer named Ninja, who is showing all of the symptoms as he dies.
No! I had a jump pad that I could have used, man. Those kids were so bad, dude. I'm so dumb, dude. I'm done with this game, man. It's bad, dude. He's so bad, man. Are you kidding me? I couldn't build because of this crate, dude? The metal crate? Are you kidding me, dude? The game has no idea what the doing, dude. I'm fly out there to the headquarters and show him how to build, okay? Why can't metal break metal? Like, what? This is IRL? It's a video game, okay? I should be able to build wherever I want.
Specialists urge those who have not begun to play the game to not start until more research has been conducted. It seems that the game has an addictive quality to it that without a more definite prognosis should be avoided at all costs.
Despite all of this evidence, the researchers like to stress that just because there is a correlation between the game and the disease's symptoms, without further research, there cannot be a definite causation.
We do have a special guest here with us to talk more about this epidemic. Waxon Jinslow was an engineer at GE for almost 30 years. As a 1991 graduate from Clarkson University, Jinslow spent much of his undergraduate studies playing early video games with his friends in their dorm rooms. After having 3 kids with his wife Karen, he has tried to stay up to date with his gaming habits as much as he could. After hearing about the release of Fortnite, Jinslow excitedly awaited to download this free game. Within a few weeks of his virtual download, he began experiencing the symptoms. Within a month and a half, his symptoms would follow him into work. One day, his symptoms reached their peak. He found himself feeling so much rage in his office that he smashed everything to pieces with his desk chair, all because of an in-game death that caused him to have a huge loss the night before. At the time, he only found that his palms were sweaty, knees weak, and arms were heavy, followed by an intense depression that caused him to go to sleep at 6:30 p.m. The rage would not follow until the next morning, ultimately costing him his highly coveted position at GE. Jinslow has joined us to tell his story.
Good morning, Mr. Jinslow.
Good morning, Drama Alert Nation. Thank you for having me.
How did you first get into Fortnite?
I first downloaded it when it came out, but I didn't take it seriously until I started watching Ninja, who was previously shown.
What caused you to go into your rage?
One night before work, I stayed up pretty late playing Fortnite. At around 3 in the morning, I was playing the best I had ever had before. I had around 18 kills, and I was down to a 1v1. I saw the last kid in the distance and decided to rush him. He hadn't seen me until I was right next to him, and we got into an intense battle until my pump did 7 damage on a headshot, and he blasted me right in the forehead. After, it said that he was at 1 health, and the worst part is he was a default skinner. I was done. I shut off my Xbox and stormed upstairs to bed. The next morning, I went to work. I was sitting at my desk and decided to watch a daily Fortnite Battle Royale moments video. The first clip on the video was the kid who killed me last night. I was heated and proceeded to go on my rampage.
Wow, what an emotional story from Waxon Jinslow. Thank you for sharing it.
No, thank you for having me.
That's all the time we have for today, folks. Thank you for tuning into this special story. Drama Alert Nation, now over 1 subscriber.